What happens though in the meantime? So here we are at 35,000, Cathie. Do you think we go much lower from here?
What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 cryptocurrencies to watch right now on the massive sell-off that happened today on the crash. It is a time to buy. It's a time to load up. We're also going to be going over what Cathie Wood had to say about this crypto sell-off that happened today. We're going to go over exactly what is her price target, price prediction for Bitcoin. We're going to go over all this important information in this video coming up. Now, before we get into the video, I appreciate you hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So today was a massive correction on the crypto market that happened. We had currencies that were down more than 30%. And right now they are recovering pretty well. As you can see over here, we have Bitcoin that went all the way down to $30,000. Right now it's sitting close to 40,000. We have Ethereum that went all the way down to $1,853. It had a massive breakout. It took it several weeks for it to reach all-time highs for $4,300, and it definitely lost it within a matter of 24 hours basically. So we also have dogecoin, which is going to be the currency that we're going to be talking about later on, which is down. It hit a low of 19 cents. So it recovered pretty well today too. So we're going to be talking about exactly what to expect for these cryptocurrencies moving forward. But first, let's hear what Cathie Wood had to say about the massive correction. What is her price prediction for Bitcoin? Is it a good time to load up on this massive dip? After we hear from her, I'm going to come back and we're going to go over all this important information that we need to be going over about this cryptocurrencies. First, let's check out the interview.
Bitcoin, I mean, you at one point, I think back in April, told Dow Jones that it could go to about $500,000. Do you still hold that target? Do you still think that's where we're headed?
We do. I do. Yassine El Mandra is our crypto analyst, and we go through soul searching times like this and scrape the models. And yes, our conviction is as high. The one thing that has changed here, however, is the environmental concerns around Bitcoin in particular have caused people like Elon Musk to pull away and say, whoa, 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 let me make sure I understand this. And we believe that even this is going to change because, first of all, right now, the percentage of Bitcoin mined with renewables and hydroelectric power is quite substantial. I think in China, it's over 50% in renewables. And we also believe, and we wrote a paper in conjunction with Square on this, and we're going to have a conference about it in July. We believe that Bitcoin mining integrated into the distributed grid, and by that I mean solar roofs, power walls in homes, utilities, merchant power producers, starting to include Bitcoin mining in the ecosystem. Why would they do that? They would do it because renewables are intermittent power sources, right? Weather, is it sunny or not? Wind, is it windy or not? And Bitcoin mining could take off if there's excess energy from solar being loaded into power walls. It can be offloaded into Bitcoin mining, and the whole ecosystem, therefore, becomes much more economic. If this happens, we believe that the adoption of solar is going to accelerate dramatically because there's another profit center associated with it, Bitcoin mining.
Well, what happens though in the meantime? So here we are at 35,000, Cathie. Do you think we go much lower from here?
You never know how low is low when a market gets very emotional. A lot of traders see Bitcoin dropping below the 200-day moving average, which was at 40,000. So traders, once that happened, they just dump. Some just dump and run. I think we're in a capitulation phase. Yassine has a dashboard. We were looking at all the indicators this morning. They are all suggesting that we are in the capitulation phase, which is a really great time to buy, no matter what the asset is. A capitulation phase is buy. It's on sale. Now, am I saying 35,000 is the low? You know, if traders, and there are a lot of speculators in Bitcoin, if they are running for the hills just because Bitcoin has broken through a moving average that is important to them, it could continue. But all of our indicators are saying this is capitulation right now.
Do you have a low point on your model for Bitcoin?
No, these metrics are more a measure. Are we in a truly capitulation phase?
Okay.
And it's very detailed. Yassine uses on-chain analysis, which this is the only asset where you can see exactly who's doing what, when, why, and how. And all of those metrics are saying this is a capitulation. This is as bad as it got during the coronavirus crisis.
As you saw from the video, Cathie Wood actually sees Bitcoin heading to $500,000. So that is a pretty high price target, even though when you look at the price right now, it's sitting at $40,000, close to $40,000. So there is a lot of movement that needs to happen. You know, it needs to move a lot within the next few years for it to reach $500,000. But a lot of people are saying in the short term, by the end of 2021, Bitcoin can potentially hit $100,000. You know, so this massive sell-off happened due to China. You know, China said that they're going to be banning cryptocurrencies. You know, they've been very vocal about it in the past too, but right now the news has definitely crashed cryptocurrencies across the board. So it's not only happening to Bitcoin, Ethereum, it happened to all of, you know, the so-called shit coins like SafeMoon, Shiba Inu. You know, the majority of them were down, you know, 30%, but they're recovering pretty well today. But in the past, you know, cryptocurrencies used to have these kind of price actions a lot. Like in the past, we picked at $20,000, and at one point it dropped all the way to $3,000. You know, at one point when you look at the price action of Bitcoin, it went from $1,000 all the way to $200. So these kind of moves happen, but if you are, you know, depending upon what kind of investor you have, if you're a long-term investor, if you're short-term investors, as you heard from Cathie Wood, you know, a lot of them are dumping it because it dropped below the 200 moving average. Of course, you know, a lot of people are going to potentially be dumping it. There are a lot of people that are swing trading it. You know, they're using a lot of leverage, going in heavy on these cryptos. They're probably going to be dumping or being liquidated. But there's some other people that are holding Bitcoin and Ethereum for the long term. So if you're somebody that's holding it for the long term, all you have to do is, if you have extra powder, if you have extra money, you just have to, you know, buy the dip depending upon your risk tolerance, of course. But this is going to be a great opportunity depending upon if you want to buy in or add to your position. If you're a long-term investor, if you're a swing trader, this is going to be your exit price point. Maybe play the bounce, right? Because, you know, these prices are not going to be there for a while. If there's going to be continuation move to the downside, this can potentially go all the way down below $2,000 and come all the way to retest the lows that I had right around over here today at $1,833. You know, so definitely pick a side. Either you're going to be a long-term investor or you're going to be a swing trader, depending upon what you see, if you like. But the top 3 cryptocurrencies to definitely keeping your eye to buy if you want to get involved with them. Of course, you know, the first one is going to be Bitcoin because it's having a drastic drop right now, as you can see over here, compared to the other cryptocurrencies. It went all the way from 64,000 from the highs. It hit a low of like 30,000. So that's like a massive dip on it. So if you want to get involved in it, this is the #1 cryptocurrency to watch. The second one, of course, is going to be Ethereum. Ethereum is a fantastic, you know, as you can see, it broke out right now. It's coming to retest some of the highs that are initially broke out of. So it's another important cryptocurrency to look at. And also Dogecoin. You know, Dogecoin is getting a lot of attraction, you know, from Tesla. A lot of people, there's a very vast community out there that really likes Dogecoin. So we'll see if it can sustain some of these massive dips and if it can stay above these price points. If you want to get involved in it for the long term, these are going to be the top 3 cryptocurrencies that you need to be watching out right now that are solid, and I believe that can definitely be a massive recovery in the near future. So let's talk about exactly, you know, what happened to the stock market today too. So the stock market was also gapping down today. We had the semiconductor sector that performed very, very well. We have energy stocks that went down. They're doing pretty well for the year so far. They're up more than 40%. But, you know, we have semiconductors also that's doing pretty good. We have bank stocks, you know, Tesla just continuously going down and down. So we'll see what's going to happen. You know, of course, the average, on average, you know, May is relatively a very, you know, sell off. A lot of sell off happens. You know, their selling may go away kind of scenario happens, you know, so you have to be aware of what the sentiment is all about in May. So it's not really a surprise to see the majority of the stock market, you know, going to the downside in May, but we'll see if there's going to be a continuation move that we're going to be seeing in the next few weeks. But if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. And of course, make sure you manage your risk if you want to get involved in any of these massive speculative plays that we talk about, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, etc. Of course, make sure you check out the link in the description box if you want to get free stocks, free Bitcoin, etc. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.